Hi and welcome to CAB Inspirational. I wanted to introduce myself. So I'm Cheryl, I'm the founder and CEO of CAB Inspirational, and I just wanted to talk to you today about what we do, what we are, and how we can help you. So I decided to set up this business, which came from when I was younger, I suppose, where I had a passion for writing, a passion for helping people. Now, you hear people say all the time on their CVs, oh, I want to help people, I want to help people, but I kind of had a different way of doing that. And when I was younger, I knew I wanted to help people somehow, but at that time I was very young and I didn't quite understand how different people needed help with the lack of, I suppose, life experience at that point. I didn't know how I wanted to help people. And it was probably throughout my university time actually that I realised just how I wanted to help people. I wanted to inspire people because I think everyone is born with a potential. Every single person on this earth has a potential. But sometimes I think people get so caught up with everyday life that they forget their potential. And I'm here to inspire that. So what I do is I offer courses. So there's online courses, there are face-to-face courses, and there's bespoke courses also. They also have a inspirational based theme, and they're based on different topics. So a lot of the work that I'm doing at the moment is around mental health because there's such an increase in the need for mental health support at the moment. Now, I'm not claiming to be a mental health professional. However, I am there as the inspirational side where I can, let's say someone's just been diagnosed with anxiety, depression, PTSD, bipolar disorder, any kind of mental health struggle. And as soon as you get that diagnosis, you kind of label yourself. You say, you know, I am this person and this illness is me. But it doesn't always have to be that way. And in that time of waiting before getting your treatment, so whether that's through a counselling service, whether that's through more intense therapy that's required for a specific condition, or whether it's in the time it takes for medication to work, because everyone knows it doesn't work straight away. It takes time to build up those medications in the system, and therefore there's a big wait where you have this diagnosis and you're unsure what to do with it. And so I'm there as the middleman. I'm there, the person between diagnosis and getting the professional help, to make you realise the potential you have to help you on your own journey. So all of my courses are very much individual based, even though I can do group work as well. They're all based on the individual taking what's inside of them already and their own potential to understand themselves on a quite a personal basis. The collection that I have is, there are 12 different mental health disorders, starting with my first one I written was on PTSD, my second is anxiety, depression, bipolar and so forth. And it's a collection called journals which look at self-help. So the Calming Mind journals is what the name is, but it's all about the individual journey and how you can go on that journey. So I've divided them all into 4-week courses, depending upon which mental health condition you'd like to know more about. And I'm there to introduce you to the mental health condition to start with, and also give you an understanding of how it can affect you as a person. So everyone has different experiences, whether there's someone with PTSD and they have certain symptoms, so it could be flashbacks, it could be the dreams, it could be the triggers. But what I do is I bring it all back to the individual. I say, what are your signs, what are your symptoms, and what can we do about it? So it helps the individual understand how their mental health affects them and what they can do about it based on their own lives in a time that they choose. So by the end of the 4-week course, I hope that individuals are able to understand a little bit more about their mental health condition. I'd like for them to be able to understand how it affects them as an individual, also how they can apply their coping mechanisms in a way that it applies to just them and their individual lives, and how they can move forward. So, you know, whether it's to go forward to therapy or to continue on a path of medication that's being prescribed. But I hope to take that middle point where there's that initial confusion about, look, I have this disorder, I don't know what to do about it. And I also want people to know that about labels as well, because once you're labeled as having something, you kind of live towards that. In psychology, there's something called the self-fulfilling prophecy, and people start to act their condition. And so if we can capture this early in their diagnosis, it might be a way of moving forward where people can say, look, I have this condition, I now have a coping mechanism, a strategy, an understanding of my own abilities and how I can move forward with my life for this. And that is my purpose, my way of helping people. And it took years to understand how I want to help people. And in the time being, I've been building up my skills, my experience. And now I've put together CAB Inspirational. So these courses can help a lot of people understand themselves. Also part of CAB Inspirational is also inspirational speaking, motivational work. So I've been out to primary schools where I've spoken to young people, and I really enjoy working with young people because they're our future to start with. And I think it's lovely how you can get one child who perhaps has something going on in their life, perhaps they're feeling insecure about themselves, they're trying to discover who they are, and I can really take a lot of that inspirational based work that I do and apply it to children, any topic really. So just before the summer holidays, I did a topic on summer actually, and how it made young people feel, what their emotions were, and they were really able to express themselves through literature. And it was lovely to hear just how much that the young people were taking this on board, and they were really able to express themselves in a really positive way, and knowing as well that different feelings are normal. So that was a really fantastic way to inspire young people. But I also offer my inspirational speaking to all ages really, whether it's a school or whether it's college, university, work, anything at all, whether it's an individual and they just need a little bit of a motivational boost in life to overcome something that's perhaps challenging them. A lot of my work comes from some of my published books that I have. I started writing actually many years ago. I wrote my first book, it was in 2012, and I've always enjoyed writing, but I never considered it as a career until I started to put together a lot of my own emotions and my own feelings. And I started writing poetry, inspirational quotes, because I thought I wanted other people to benefit from perhaps my feelings. A lot of my work isn't always based on my life. It's based on a lot of the other people I support. So I've supported so many women over the years, going back to all of the mental health support, all of the emotional support I've given to women. I trained as a midwife as well, so a lot of the women-focused care came from that and the experiences. But what I enjoyed about midwifery was supporting the whole families, getting to help people from the first point of life, and how if a mother and a new father can realise that they're the best parent on the planet, and to inspire them to say, look, you can do this, no matter how difficult things are, you can do this. And just watching that and watching people's lives change for the better, it's such a beautiful way of helping people. And like I said at the beginning, I said I wanted to help people, but I wanted to do it in a different way, by making people realise that what they have inside of them already, their own journeys, their own choices and decisions that they can make, it's all from them. The power's within them, and I just want people to realise that. So I also have a collection of children's books also, which are completely inspirational based. I have a book about a young boy who doesn't go out, and it encourages to see the beautiful world out there. A lot of it to do with the fact that children are on their phones a lot and on their PS4 and so forth today, and just to get out and enjoy the world, enjoy what's out there in nature. And it's really good for mental health and boosting that positivity in life. So that's where that story comes from. I also have another book. It's about a young girl who discovers a flower, a simple flower, on her way home from school, and she thinks she has to give it everything in life, and she doesn't. She needs to give this flower the most simple things in life to grow. And the point of that book is to help young people see, okay, I don't need everything in life. I don't need the most expensive. I don't need the best of everything. I don't need brands. I just need something simple in life, and that's the most beautiful thing. So that's the three things I offer. I offer my courses, I offer the inspirational speaking, and also my published books, which I have. And so that is CAB Inspirational, and hopefully I'm able to help you one day discover your own potential, because you have that inside you already. And I look forward to posting more soon.